Mike Littlewood, Nate Harris, Edwin Young. Here we go. The ball is up. And UCLA on senior day looking for a third top 10 win in this building.
And UCLA's got to put senior day behind. This is such an important game for them. Don't want to say it's a distraction senior night. As Sky Clark lets that first three go and knocks it down. But you got to refocus after all the festivities.
A good start for the Bruins, who shoot over 40% from three at home in this building.
Really good atmosphere in here tonight.
Sanford coming off a 30-point game at USC.
Sky Clark so good on the ball defensively.
Buchtungel, the former Bruin. And his first trip back to UCLA after spending his freshman year here. Lawrence heaves a three. It's an air ball.
A great start for UCLA. Three on one end from Clark. Defensive stop on the other. Nebraska got off to kind of a slow start on Saturday against USC as well, and then came out of the locker room in the second half and just took it to USC and blew the game open.
Daly rattles in the baseline jumper, 5-0. A quick start for the home team.
UCLA has shown that they can be a good defensive team. Consistency has been the thing with their defense. Wasn't great at Minnesota on Saturday, but they've beaten Purdue here, they've beaten Illinois here.
Offensive foul on Mass, and it's a turnover for Nebraska. Fred Hoiberg leading Nebraska to a third straight 20-win season. That's the first time in program history, and he's one win away from tying the school record.
I don't know if he's going to get Big Ten Coach of the Year or even National Coach of the Year, but he's in the conversation for both of those. The job he's done this year with this Nebraska team.
Nebraska starting 20-0 to begin the year. 4-3. Their last 7. On the right wing, it's Bilodeau.
As Nebraska collapses their defense in their man-to-man, there's always somebody in front of the rim. If you're on the weak side, that Nebraska defender is always standing right under the rim.
Dent's tough two is an air ball. Samford the rebound. Nebraska looking to get on the board. One miss, one turnover in their 2 trips.
Well, they got sped up a little bit. USC in the first half really got after him defensively, got him kind of out of sorts as Lawrence travels there. Makes it so difficult to score in there, but then they rotate out and take away any kickouts for threes. So bought in defensively, and the word when you watch Nebraska that comes to mind to me is connected on both sides, offensively and defensively.
Perry and Bilodeau disconnected on that bounce pass. Mick Cronin, meanwhile at UCLA, 7th year with the Bruins, trying to continue to lead them to another tournament appearance. 4 of them in his Bruin tenure.
Well, they're solidly in the NCAA tournament right now. I think the other thing they're playing for, which I didn't mention in the open, is they want a top 8 seed in the Big Ten tournament to get that double bye and not have to play till Thursday.
Buchtungel, the former Bruin, puts Nebraska on the board.
I love Fred Hoiberg's demeanor on the sideline. Up or down, his demeanor does not change, and I think that rubs off on these players.
Perry fades and fills it up.
About the jump he's made this year from freshman to sophomore year across the board. Offensively, just so much more confident, so much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Yeah, played his way into the starting lineup. When Sky Clark was out, he played so well that Mick Cronin decided to leave him in that starting lineup. UCLA's jumped out to a 7-2 lead. They're 3 of 4 from the field.
Well, when they start this 3-guard lineup, Carlo, it gives them so much flexibility in terms of who's bringing the ball up. It is Dent most of the time, but he doesn't have to. He could play off it, but Clark can bring it up, and Perry.
And it's a 3rd Nebraska turnover, a team that only averages 9 a game.
Good activity early from this UCLA defense.
Perry sneaks to the rim. He's got back-to-back baskets.
You're right. Nebraska does not turn it over, and UCLA, telling you, they have the capability of being very good defensively. It's just been way too inconsistent this year.
Lawrence glides to the rim, leaves it short. Offensive rebound for Nebraska. Hoiberg looking to get him on the board, and he does with a 3. That ends the mini run for the Bruins. It's back to a 4-point game.
The biggest impact Bryce Sanford has is that you have to stay attached to him. So you're basically playing 4-on-4 basketball. UCLA late to rotate. Hoiberg wide open for that 3.
Dent floats and finishes.
Tough shot.
High off the window.
His percentages are down this year, but his playmaking numbers, Carlo, are off the charts. His last 3 games, 38 assists, 1 turnover. That'll work.
Yeah, 2 games with 15 assists. Sam Hoiberg, Sam Fort. Here comes UCLA. Biggest lead for them is 7. They can take a new biggest lead on this trip.
See what I mean? The Nebraska defense, everybody in the lane, if you decide to drive, especially baseline.
Samford misses, Bilodeau collects.
And the thing you love about Samford is he's got the ultimate green light, and he's got very fast feet. He gets that shot off really fast. So you have to be aware of where he's at all times.
Sky Clark. Long rebound. Daly tracks it down. Fires the 3 and buries it.
UCLA is a very good three-point shooting team. 38% as a group. And that's the one thing Fred Hoiberg was telling us before the game, is he's nervous how well UCLA shoots it in this building.
Sam Hoiberg gets hit hard. UCLA a 9-point lead here early. Meanwhile, Sam Hoiberg at the line, the son of Fred Hoiberg, makes the first of 2.
So Mick Cronin has proven that his teams can get hot at the right time. Let's see if this year's one of them.
14-7, UCLA in front. Nebraska trying to clinch a 3-game bye in the tournament. The Big Ten tournament, that is. UCLA looking for their 17th win in this building. Bilodeau to Clark. Sky Clark has the opening 3. Looking for Bilodeau on the post-up. He catches, floats.
They double the post every time, and they double it from the baseline side. Kind of unique. But Tyler Bilodeau has to know that when he catches it that deep, they're coming.
Dale Jacobson checks into the ball game. The junior who has spent his last 2 seasons here at Nebraska.
Sky Clark is making Samford really work on this end.
Hoiberg to Frager, fires. Freshman misses in and out.
Got a really good year. Front runner for 6th man of the year in the Big Ten. Frager, the redshirt freshman.
He is the only freshman that plays consistently for Nebraska. Sky Clark pulls it back. And this is strong.
One area to keep an eye on, too, is rebounding. When Nebraska competes on the glass and wins both boards, they win. When they don't, they get beat. And so can UCLA take advantage of them on the glass tonight?
Samford misses the layup. The leading scorer for Nebraska started 0 for 3.
What happens when you're the leading scorer on a team and they got a guy that's dedicated to just mirroring wherever you go. When you get it, sometimes you're a little too sped up, try to get it up there too quick.
Donovan 10 floats and finishes.
He is so hard to keep in front of. His change of speed and direction is elite. And when he decides to get by that first defender, you better have somebody coming over to rotate, no one home for Nebraska.
Averaging 13 a game this season. Yeah, he's been good in their big games, especially the wins here at home. UCLA has matched their biggest lead early. Nebraska without a field goal in 3.5 minutes. 8 to shoot. Jacobson looking for space, can't find it. And he makes the baseline jumper.
Thought he should have shot the first one, pulled it back, tried to pivot. Booker's still there, made it an even tougher shot, but knocked it in.
Dent waiting for a screen, gets it from Booker. Daly lost the handle and a steal. Frager pulls up, leaves it short, and Booker hugs the rebound. Nebraska 1 for 6 from 3.
Frager, nice job pulling it back, didn't try and attack both defenders.
Booker rattles in a triple. UCLA back up double digits.
He's proven he can make it. He's 43% this year, not on a lot of volume, but if you don't get out there, he's gonna attempt threes, and made that one.
Frager leaves it, and Mass finishes it.
Now, UCLA better understand this ain't a 10-minute game. Like, Nebraska's a veteran team that's had a lot of success this year. So no matter what kind of lead UCLA gets in this first half, you got to understand that Nebraska's playing for 40.
They've been good on the road, 14-2 in their last 16 away from home. Booker wants another, gets another.
I don't have the data to support this, Carlo, but shooting is contagious. I know it is. See the first couple going. Scott Clark hit that first one. They've been hot from deep here in this first half.
Biggest lead for UCLA, shooting 70% to start. Jacobson open, misses to the right. Meanwhile, Nebraska 4 for 12 to begin the ball game.
This is as good as I've seen UCLA's defense in a while. Obviously had a couple good practices after that Minnesota loss.
Freeney gets hit on the baseline jumper. Meanwhile, Eric Freeney is at the free throw line, the redshirt freshman from Corona here in Southern California. Gives UCLA their biggest lead. The Bruins trying to get another top 10 win here at home. Would be their third this season, which would be the most in school history in one season. As Freeney goes 1 of 2. Meanwhile, Nebraska a win. They clinch a triple bye in the Big Ten tournament.
Freeney on Samford now. Let's see if he can shake loose a little bit. Freeney not the defender that Sky Clark is.
Jacobson, Frager. Shot clock under 3. Jacobson. As we welcome in those of you joining us from FS1, UCLA trying to get their third top 10 win here at home, leading by 12 early on number 9 Nebraska, who's got their eyes on a triple bye in the Big Ten tournament with a win tonight.
Couldn't have been a better start for UCLA tonight on both sides of the ball.
Jacobson, the steal and the score. Jacobson off the bench, infusing some energy into this Nebraska team.
That's what Nebraska does. They lead the Big Ten in steals. They jump passing lanes. The way they play their defense individually, they're always at the elbows. You try and skip past it, they're going to take it.
Already 3 of them here tonight. Bruins have made their last 3 shots. 7 to shoot for Dent. Takes off. Offensive board, Williams on the recycle.
Job by Williams to stay with it. There's 3 or 4 Nebraska guys in there. He just took it from him and laid it in. Great activity and energy from UCLA here to start this game. Again, Nebraska trying to stay in the top 4 to get that triple bye and not play till Friday. UCLA trying to get the double bye and not have to play till Thursday in the Big Ten tournament.
Yuktunjel leaves it short. Freeney collects the miss. Bruins can take their biggest lead of this first half.
Just making it really uncomfortable for Nebraska at the offensive end right now.
Perry overcooks it. Lawrence on the run. Yuktunjel spent his freshman year at UCLA, finds Jacobson. He's got 4 early. Jacobson make it 6. He forces his way to the finish.
I like the aggressiveness by Jacobson, but Booker has to provide a little more resistance on that.
Cale Jacobson averages 4 a night. He's got 6.
Well, again, when they're spending so much energy and attention on Samford, other guys are going to have to step up. I think it's going to be hard for Nebraska to win this game if they don't get their leading scorer, Samford, going at some point.
Booker is there to float it in. Another offensive rebound for UCLA.
I think Booker liked the fact that he didn't start the game tonight. What do you think?
He's playing with that type of
Exactly.
ferocity. Already 8 points on 3 for 3. Samford and 1. He's on the board in a big way and a chance for a 4-point play.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Missed all of last season with knee surgery. Back this year, having the best year of his college career. Bruins trying to stay on the high side. Bilodeau yet to get on the board. Leaves it for Clark.
Only one shot attempt.
Here's his second. Front rim.
One thing that jumps off the page when you watch Nebraska, Carlo, is their role acceptance as well. Like defined roles by Fred Hoiberg and his staff, but guys not trying to do something more than what they're asked to do in their role.
Third chance at it. Samford. Frager tries to save it off the toes of Bilodeau, and it stays with Nebraska. Frager can't capitalize. UCLA with the pedal down. Bilodeau from distance. In and out. Freeney rips the rebound. And Perry puts it in.
This time of year, guys making plays like that, 50-50 balls, offensive rebounds. Freeney got that bucket for Trent Perry.
Freeney on the Euro step and a foul. Says that's a guy who just impacts winning, and that's what he tries to do with this UCLA team.
Pretty good guy to watch. Coach Jim Herrick in the building tonight. They honored him. He's the honorary captain tonight. UCLA.
Bruins back up 10. Sanford to Jacobson. Sam Hoiberg turns the corner.
Should have shot at Hoiberg.
Nebraska keeps it again on the other side. 10-point UCLA lead. The Bruins trying to improve to 17-1 at home, taking on a top 10 team. Sam Hoiberg leaves it on the back rim.
Good look, just smoked it.
Here comes UCLA. Biggest lead is 12.
Really look through this stuff of Nebraska and doing their game Saturday, just how much Scott Clark can't get the three to go, how much Sam Hoiberg does for this team. It's incredible. I think he's their emotional leader, but on Saturday had to sit out the last 11 minutes of the first half because of foul trouble. Comes in the second half, and it couldn't have been a coincidence that Nebraska blew the game open with him on the court.
Check that daily to the rim with a left hand. 7th Nebraska turnover. Again, they average just 9 a night. And a foul, holding Nebraska to just 2 for 14 from 3. A team that's got the 4th best three-point percentage in the conference from distance. Sanford. No. Bilodeau the rebound.
So he's kind of out of sorts. Give Scott Clark a lot of credit for speeding up Sanford here in this first half.
1 for 6 from the field for the team's leading scorer. Perry, yes sir! UCLA with their biggest lead.
This communication again by Nebraska with their half-court defense. Trent Perry takes advantage.
Got 7 of them this season when they fall down 10. But the mountain is tall. And they're 0 for 6 the last 3 minutes from the field. Mast, Hoiberg. Lawrence carves his way to the rim. Offensive rebound, Mast, who puts it back up and in, plus contact, the chance for a three-point play.
And they're doing all this, Carlo. Their leading scorer hasn't scored, and they're up 13 on Nebraska. Shows you how good their defense has been.
See if UCLA can find Bilodeau for an opportunity. 6th in the conference in points per game. 2 minutes to go. The first half dominated by the home team. Bilodeau defers. Jamar Brown.
Did you see that, though? He knew the double was coming from the baseline side, so he turned middle. Thought he was going to shoot it, but kicked it out to Brown. He just couldn't knock it in.
Frager left alone. Air ball. And Hoiberg's foot on the line. Another miss for Nebraska, who is 2 for 16 from 3.
It can be contagious the other way as well. UCLA started off hot from behind the three. Nebraska not, and it's kind of continued for both teams.
Frager 0 for 5 from outside the arc. Philadelphia screaming for it in the paint. Instead, Perry tries to put it in a shoebox in a steal. Frager with the takeaway. Double team, skip pass.
Good stunt by Perry to get it out of his hands.
Lawrence from the baseline. Perry comes up with a rebound.
Can't say enough about the job Sky Clark's doing on Samford here in this first half. Engagement and intensity and buy-in. That's why they have this lead.
Thibodeau, Rainbow's off front rim.
Probably should have reholstered that one.
UCLA does go 2 for 1. Hoiberg trying to spark this offense. He leads the nation in assist to turnover ratio. Frager drowning in white jerseys. Lost it.
Glad the officials didn't bail Frager out there. He got caught underneath, had nowhere to go.
Clark, Brown in the corner. A chance for Samford. 2 seconds.
There we go.
Floater. And a foul. Offensive. They're going to need a big second half here today.
8.7 ain't going to get it done in this one. They're down 13, but I expect this second half Nebraska to make it competitive, take it down to the wire.
Uchtungel, no on the front of the rim.
How does they do that? Great play design out of halftime, and Uchtungel just missed a layup.
It sets up UCLA, led by as many as 15 in that first half. Bruins looking for their 17th win at home. They're 16-1.
Thibodeau still hasn't scored.
Leading scorer for the Bruins, looking for it on the baseline. They find him.
Smart.
Sky Clark, offensive rebound. Tries to throw it off Uchtungel and does. UCLA keeps it underneath. Dent finds Perry. He pulls up and puts it in.
They run a lot of that baseline out of bounds for Perry to come off that screen. He's gotten really good at knocking down that mid-range.
He's got a game-high 11. The underclassmen getting the offense going on a team full of upperclassmen here on senior day. Mass right-handed floater. Offensive rebound, Nebraska. Hoiberg leaves it. Mass turns. Offensive board, Uchtungel. Lawrence from distance. Short again. Fruitless trip for Nebraska. Numbers for UCLA. Dent from the corner.
Flat. Donovan Dent can get going from behind the line. That changes the whole dynamic of this UCLA offense. Got it going against USC, made 5 threes against them. Hasn't been able to be consistent all year.
Lawrence leaves it short. Nebraska has missed 8 straight shots going back to the end of that first half. UCLA's already beat 2 top 10 teams here at Poly. Trying to make it 3. Daly can't tile it up. Where does Nebraska go for offense? It's 26% from the field. Mass from the corner. And it stays with the Cornhuskers. The co-Big Ten Player of the Week. So far today, 1 for 6. But he, like you said, he's been averaging a hefty 27 his last 3. Thibodeau steals the inbound.
Another turnover.
8th for Nebraska. And the ball ping-pongs out of bounds. UCLA turns it over right back the other way. They've matched their largest lead, up by 15.
The one thing UCLA can't do, the easiest way for the other team to get back in the game is give them live ball turnovers. That was a dead ball turnover, but turnovers can't be part of the equation for UCLA if they're going to close this game out.
Hoiberg off 2 feet, picks up 2 points.
He is so tough with his size, his ability to rebound, his ability to get to the rim.
Perry rattles in a 3. 14 for Trent Perry.
He's had some big nights this year, Trent Perry. And if you focus too much on Dent, Clark, Bilodeau, you leave him open, he's going to hurt you.
UCLA up 16, their biggest lead. Mast finds Hoiberg. Kick it. Jacobson, the southpaw. Too strong.
Well, that's what you're giving up if UCLA is going to sell out to slow down Samford, as other guys are going to be open. I think they're willing to live with that.
Perry feeling good. Off the front rim. And a foul. It stays here with UCLA.
But the more you make threes, the more they got to come out of it. Then it opens up the driving lanes.
Daly drives, kicks it. Clark. And a rebound finds the hands of Jacobson. Mast against Bilodeau. Hoiberg trying to turn the corner. Sanford.
Clark on the ball, man.
Uses the glass for 2 points. Second made shot.
I thought coming into this year, because of his body of work at Iowa, he was more of just a catch and shoot guy. He's got some game. He could put it on the deck. He attacks closeouts. Saw it there. Manufactured a bucket. I asked him after the game at USC, like, you see so many different defenses. You have to process so quickly. He's gotten so good at it.
Leading the team with 18 points is Eric Daly Jr. rattles in the floater. And a foul on Sky Clark on the baseline. Nebraska with it. And a steal for UCLA. Perry gives it right back. Daly dunks it!
Fred Hoiberg must be losing his mind. After a timeout, you drop a play, and Frager not looking. UCLA had dunked the other way.
Biggest lead for the Bruins, trying to beat a third top 10 team here at Poly Pavilion.
They're switching on Sanford now.
Bilodeau, the assignment. Hoiberg rattles in a 3. Just the third of the game for Nebraska.
Needed that just to stabilize this one. Cut it to 15.
Feels like a teetering point in this game, Don. UCLA goes on the run.
Especially if Nebraska's not making their threes.
Bilodeau, bullseye! His first points puts UCLA up 18 for the first time.
And I like that with Bilodeau. He's been patient all night. He's not forcing anything. A lot of guys that are getting 18 a night are pressing, trying to get looks. Just let the game come to him. Knocks down his first 3.
Frager. Hoiberg with 7 to shoot. Jacobson, yes, back-to-back threes for Nebraska.
UCLA can't afford to let Nebraska get comfortable here behind the line, because that's the easiest way to get back in the game. 2 threes in their last 2 possessions.
They started 2 of 19, 2 for the last 2.
It would regress to the mean at some point, but UCLA's defense has been that good.
Perry, kick it, Sky Clark. Off the heel. Gel, double team, sprays it to Hoiberg, extra pass Frager. And he shuffles the feet. They forced 10 Nebraska turnovers while shooting almost 50% from the field on the offensive end. Donovan Dent hits the angles, leaves it. Buitengel blocks Daly with a putback and a foul. Second straight year as a starter for Eric Daly Jr. Up to 12 points in this one. He's been shooting it better as of late, averaging 13 his last 3 nights. Misses. Freeney saves it, but Buitengel inhales it.
Nebraska start going a little faster here, down 16. Still plenty of time. I think they want to go to Frager and Sanford, but just they've been off all night.
It's the 11th turnover for Fred Hoiberg's team. A 3 gives UCLA their biggest lead.
Booker can pop or short roll off that high ball screen with Dent. Booker's gotten really good in that short roll game this year.
Dent. Williams for Booker, 5 to shoot. Pass deflected, shot clock winding down. And it runs out on UCLA. Just haven't been able to convert.
Problem is they either steal it or UCLA scores.
Hoiberg. Garcia pulls up. And gets the bounce.
Garcia getting an opportunity. See if he can get a jolt of energy from somebody off the Nebraska bench.
Senior transfer from Tulsa. Clark uses the Booker screen. Finds Dent. Already 4 assists today for Donovan Dent. Shot clock under 5. And a foul and a reach in. Bails out the possession.
Not having to play till Thursday helps.
Brandon Williams off the inbound.
Great execution, and Nebraska's defense just has not been the Nebraska defense we've gotten accustomed to this year.
UCLA almost at 50% from the field. Nebraska with a win clinches a triple bye in the Big Ten tournament. They have a lot of work to do to get there. Jacobson gets fouled.
Good teams at the top of the Big Ten. Which of those teams, if they make a run and get to the final or win the whole thing, the Big Ten tournament title, how it affects your NCAA seeding?
Jacobson makes it a 14-point game. Still a lot of movement. These seeds are not set in stone.
Nebraska extending their defense out now. Where's UCLA go with the ball?
Williams kicks it. Freeney with 10 to shoot. Dent drives, swings it inside, and Williams hits the deck hard and gets fouled. Nebraska's been good this season on the road, 7-2. But again, no team has swept this LA swing.
But then they come out and they're a completely different team, especially defensively tonight, UCLA.
Williams good on both. UCLA back up 16. Nebraska has made 4 straight shots. Hoiberg makes it 5.
The thing that has worked tonight for Nebraska is Hoiberg getting in the teeth and finishing.
12 points for him, on 4 for 5 from the field. Coming up on halfway into this second half.
Perry got the switch.
Extra pass for Williams. Dent swings it, 8 to shoot. Perry. Freeney. Short.
I'd like to see Perry with that runner game right there. He had that just inside the elbow there. Get off that one-leg runner. Like the unselfishness, but he probably had a better play than Freeney in the corner contested.
Perry still pacing the team with his 14 points. Hoiberg likes this matchup with Booker. Gets to the rim and heads to the free throw line. He misses the front end, 74%. Leads the nation at 5-1. Misses both.
Is there a prize for the people in the building here for missing 2 free throws?
It's fries.
Seems like everywhere.
You get free fries.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Nine to shoot.
Got a lot of French fry fans in the house.
Yeah. Well, free food in general, if you're a college student. Donovan Dent floats.
Seems to miss too many of those. Made the right play, got through everyone, and then just missed the layup.
Hoiberg turns down the 3, wants a mass screen. And Nebraska come from behind on the road. A foul, blocking foul going on Sky Clark. Here at home, their first matchup in this building against Nebraska since 1956. Garcia, skip pass. Perry pokes it, but stepped on the line trying to save it.
When's the last time Samford got an FGA?
Mass with 5 to shoot. Jacobson gets fouled. A possession that looked doomed gets second life. The fresh 20, they reset. Mast kicks to Lawrence. Mast turns and lays it up and in.
Oh, by Lawrence, good seal by Mast. To answer your question, Carlos, Samford, no FGAs in 19 minutes.
Wow. Again, 32 against USC. One off his season high. Perry, tough shot, tough make.
Well, that right there tells you how much Trent Perry's playing with confidence this year. There goes Samford. Because he wouldn't have even attempted that shot last year, and Perry not only attempted it, but made it.
Perry was 17. Samford with his first 3.
That Samford 3 gets him going here.
And a steal. Nebraska with numbers if they run. Jacobson gets hit.
Well, Nebraska now in the bonus. I mentioned it a couple minutes ago. UCLA, the best way for Nebraska to get back in it is get to the foul line, stop the clock, and get points. This free throw there.
Jacobson at 57% on the season. Can't complete the front end.
Well, UCLA's got to understand the clock is a non-factor right now. You got to keep playing, trying to extend your lead. You're not just trying to burn this clock all the way down. Way too much time.
8 on it for Donovan Dent. Daly back to Dent. Looking to create. Tough floater. No. Nebraska's made 7 straight shots.
So we identify Samford in transition.
Garcia's layup in and out. Bilodeau and Mast battling, and it stays with Nebraska. And the Bruins want Mick Cronin to take a look at it.
Who knows? I couldn't follow that.
Yeah. Garcia in and out, and a foul on UCLA. 140 career starts. He is at the top of a lot of active leader lists. This season, he was in the ER, and 2 days later played for Nebraska, dealing with an illness. It's kind of the culture that Fred Hoiberg brings to the Cornhuskers.
Well, here we go. It's down to 10. And like you said a few minutes ago, Carla, I do think now it's at that point where it's either going to get tight or UCLA is going to push the lead back out.
Bruins have led by 10 since the 4:20 mark of the first half. Game has not been within single digits since. Perry fading away, he rattles it in. 19 for Trent Perry.
UCLA needed that, and I think we got a foul on top of it.
Bruins eyeing a third top 10 win here at home. Perry with the hot hand.
How extended this Nebraska defense is. Yeah, you got to get it one side to the other.
Bilodeau buckets from distance.
And get it to that guy. UCLA's been playing the last few weeks, you know, for the NCAA tournament, and if they win tonight, it takes all the pressure off of that moving forward, going into USC Saturday and then the Big Ten tournament.
Foul on the floor.
But it just, to clinch, they would have to beat Iowa on Sunday, which they would be favored at home, especially coming off a loss if they don't win here tonight.
Hawkeyes won in the first matchup between those two teams earlier this season. UCLA up by 15. Dent with 7 assists tonight. Daly with 14.
Set it up, took his hard drive to the middle, spun back right shoulder, left hand finish. Nice play, Daly.
Efficient 14 points for him. Frager. Lawrence extra pass, Mass left alone. That ends the 8-0 UCLA run.
Nebraska needed more of that tonight. Extra pass, easy layup for Mast. Smart play by Donovan Dent, not picking it up because the game clock's still running and the shot clock doesn't start until you touch it.
Every second precious.
Shave off some more of that time.
Dent. Extra pass. Daly feeling good. Dent and Bilodeau. Teammates come together. Bilodeau steps into it and splashes it from the mid-range.
Gotten really good at that this year because he's shooting it at such a high clip from the three-point line, attacking that closeout and pulling up in the mid-range.
Leads the conference in three-point percentage. Frager tries to turn the corner. Triple pump fake for 2 points.
Dent trying to do it again. Lawrence up, making him pick it up.
Approaching the final 4 minutes. 16-1, the Bruins are at home. 10 on the timer. Dent plows the paint. 5 to shoot. Bilodeau to bail him out. Offensive rebound, Freeney, who recycles in the lane.
Freeney's made some winning plays tonight, hasn't he?
DeMarcus Lawrence at the line. A chance to right the wrongs against Iowa. 2 misses for Lawrence. I don't think you get double the fries, but
no, only one time.
Only one time. Trent Perry, game high 19.
I think if you're UCLA, you try and go use most of the shot clock, start your action at around 10.
5 to shoot. Perry attacks and gets fouled. If you're on the left side of those standings, you get at least a double bye. The right side could be playing with a single bye or have to go 6 wins in 6 days. Perry pumps and smartly pulls it out. Sky Clark. Perry battling for a rebound and a foul.
The previous call has been upgraded to a flagrant 1. UCLA will shoot 2 free throws and get the ball in the end line with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
That probably seals it. Well, look, everybody, and I've said this multiple times, everybody's path is different. He's a McDonald's All-American. There's McDonald's All-Americans that are one and dones. There's McDonald's All-Americans that have great freshman year and then come back for a sophomore year. He was playing behind 2 really good guards last year, didn't get a huge opportunity, but he learned. He showed some flashes and then came back ready this year and has made a tremendous jump individually.
A dominant performance by the Bruins in a building in which they've dominated their opposition all season long. Sky Clark, splash!
Wow. This has been impressive all night for UCLA. You thought Nebraska, because of the year they've had, the personnel they have, they would come back, and they tried, but UCLA just too good tonight.
A steal by Freeney. Biggest lead of the night for UCLA. On senior day, Bruins ready to celebrate. Clark, Perry from distance. Williams offensive rebound.
Microcosm of the night for Nebraska right there.
11 offensive rebounds for UCLA. Clark carving 3 to shoot. And a rebound for Nebraska.
This doesn't change the opinion or the narrative on Nebraska at all. Still going to be a top 4 seed, most likely in the Big Ten tournament. They caught UCLA in a bad mood coming off a loss at Minnesota. It wasn't their night, but give UCLA credit. They set the tone early with their defense, made it uncomfortable for Nebraska, and won this thing going away.
Perry hangs. Buchtengel, the rebound. Nebraska's got Iowa next. That's Sunday. And a steal for the Bruins.
Impressive performance. Now, can they keep it going? You've seen this. Yes, they beat Illinois, beat Purdue, but this was a dominant performance against a top 10 team.
And a timeout for Cronin for substitutions. Seidler with 5 to shoot. Perry wants him to shoot it. He does. Peoples Jr. battling for the rebound. And a big bounce back response after the loss to Minnesota. That makes sense. That does it. Another top 10 tumbles here at Poly Pavilion. The 3rd win over a top 10 team this season.